Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
At the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the play. Leads to third down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
That's good.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Here's Carson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Wilson's going to hold on to it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Jason Myers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Brooks able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now it's Carson. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
On 1st down, Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They run it with Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jason Myers.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they'll take over.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.